guys, let's put you in the light. This is what's happening here, right? There's a previous video where you'll see Wesley on a CBR 150RR. That was one of the fairings before a mate of ours, and you know who you are, got into an accident. Now, what I'm going to show you is I'm going to show you the bike. I wish I can show you before because we decided to make the video a bit late. So we're making the video. But what I'm going to show you is, if you have a look here, clearly this is a welded bonded on piece that we've done from a what do they call this thing? A big boy. Now, what I want you to understand is, when we went around to try and find a solution to get a repeat fairing, we are in South Africa, so everything that we found, whether it be plastic dip, everything from you know, to be honest, everything that I googled, everything that we were looking for, everything that we found, there was nothing that we could just find offhand in a local store. It basically needed to be imported. So what I did was, I thought, okay, you know what, screw this. Let's assume that we are actually in the motor industry, because you know, all South Africans have got that. Okay. As you can see, that's how it goes. So every time Wesley interferes, it might take sometimes, the video is going to be much longer than we anticipated to be. Nevertheless, so everything that we use to repair these fairings is something we do find in the motor industry. So be with us on this video and we'll show you exactly how we did it from start to finish. And if you have any questions, leave a post over there and we'll get back to you. Here we go. Fuck, this ain't the camera. What we're going to do now is we're going to cut these out. And then that is going to go into this end over here. And we've also got another set opposite fairing. This is your right side mid fairing. And we're going to have something that we put onto the left side as well. So we're going to cut out these eyelets for you. We're going to probably do some fast forwarding for you as well. So don't worry, we'll speed up the video. That is the plastic piece, and that has been welded on using Q-bond, which is a product you can find in almost any store. If you want to, it's ultra strong. We'll show you exactly how to get it working, and that is what it looks like on the opposite side. The one problem that we have over here, as you can see, there's a ridge. So if you take a closer look, let's try and get the focus up here quickly. Okay. As you can see, this section over here needs to be quite flush, because that is exactly where it sits with the other opposite side of the fairing. The problem that we have is all the Q-bond that was welded on the inside of this fairing over here is going to obstruct that. So what we're going to do is we're going to use the Dremel. I'm going to be funny and try this. Wesley, you say the name. Without looking, Wesley, what's the name?
Dremel.
That's fucked up. You see, Wesley normally says Dremel. I have no idea why. It must be an Indian thing. Okay. So what we're gonna do, we're gonna show you next exactly how we get this running. Clean ridge. Okay. Don't forget, guys, very important.
We use safety goggles.
Use safety goggles.
Yes, I do.
Shit, I wasn't gonna use it for real. Just telling these guys on YouTube.
They must.
Okay, let's get this up. Here we go. Guys, if you can't get your hand on a Dremel, don't stress. It's always the old school, right? Sandpaper, sanding block, And that needs to fit in over there. So as you can see, the conversion that we've made at least gives us now space to mount our bolt.
I'm awesome, that's why.
And you see, and then you get disturbed when the family walks in on you, so there's very little we can do. So now everything comes to an halt. You have to decide what you're going to do. We're now going to show you how to apply the Q-bond. That Q-bond we just got there is, you've got the liquid and you've got the bond itself, which is either black, you get clear white as well. You don't use it to use white. So here goes nothing. Just be careful though when you do this, because sometimes you get some serious vapor that happens. So the lighting might not be too great on this bit, but we'll manage. Best away from my finger though.
No problem. Get that part in first.
Just one drop, get it back. Okay, crazy enough,
That's it.
that is actually done. So to show you, that's your fitting, and there we go. That's going nowhere. So now we'll bond the rest of it, and then we'll finish that off. And before you know it, you've got one side of your fitting completed.
Okay, here we have your head unit you're fitting on. The reason why we had to take it off is because we had a crash with the bike. These two bars was bent in a very, very dangerous angle that the bike couldn't turn to the left hand side. So obviously we had to maneuver this bar in a certain way. We had to bend it forward so we could fit on this piece, which is your head unit. Okay, we're gonna flip it on quickly. We'll just stand a little bit straight. Perfect and in place and intact. So we have two bolts on the side and two bolts on that side with your mirrors intact.
And by the way, if you're wondering, I myself am trying to figure out why does somebody work in white clothes on a bike. I know, it's odd.
It wasn't
White clothes on a bike. Indian.
It wasn't prepared. It wasn't prepared. We were just gonna go buy this stuff.
Okay guys, day 2. So far we've done everything. Fittings, everything is completed. As you can see, other clothes, obviously, no white clothes. So what we're going to show you now is before, what the bike looked like, this weekend, and after. Okay? So as you can see, you are looking now at the before pictures of the motorcycle. That is what it looked like before. And this is what it looks like after. Nice. As you can see, we've color changed the bike. It's now black. We've upgraded the motor. We're riding now a 1000. I'm just fucking around.
Squawk!
Okay, just kidding, guys. There we go. Alright, there she is. Everything is intact. Let's get a good picture of it. That fairing repaired. As you can see there, nice and flush. We need some panel beating, or that's panel beating, maybe some vinyl wrap.
Okay guys, here as you can see we've replaced some bolts. The previous bolts were slightly larger comes about that much silver bolts, which looks a little bit untidy. So we had those bolts replaced on both sides, as you can see there. And this section here is vinyl wrapped, very neatly done. There was like a huge hole in the middle. We've managed to body filler that up and nicely sand it down, and voila. And as you can see, a little bit of more cracks that we have to fill in. We've used the famous Q-bond, as you all say. And this area here as well was completely broken off, the footrest, and obviously you cannot ride without the footrest because you need to operate the back brake. So my friend Hashim there, that's the dude over here, and he fitted this piece on here, quite neatly done. Moving swiftly along, here you can see the whole fairing, this area here being replaced, and these two areas here being Q-bonded and fixed in our previous video we've shown you. Very nicely done. That's Hashim there. He's a motorbike freak. Took me on a ride earlier on today. We went to go watch the Stormers match, and he drove, and I was a pilly, and he drove like about...
I just had a show of you outside quickly, so I just had to make him shh. If you look at this bike right now, you'll see, obviously, pitch black, stock standard exhaust. We've got G6R 1000, there's an L2. So in a later video we'll show you guys, we're going to do some upgrades. As a matter of fact, we've ordered the short levers, so we're going to put on some short levers on this bike. We'll have a tutorial on how to put on the short levers. I'll add a link to show you guys where we purchased the short levers as well. And my intention is to do some wrapping. We're going to try and color blend it. I'll put a picture up of exactly what we want it to look like. Whether we're going to get it right or not, that's another story, but we'll do some tutorials on some vinyl wrapping as well. So keep out and have a look. Maybe subscribe to our channel, and as soon as the video is uploaded, you'll know about it. Thanks guys, thanks for watching. Okay guys, day 2. We've finished up everything. Okay. Okay. Here we go. What the fuck is this thing? The camera?
This correct position, so makes driving much more pleasurable. Thank you, ladies and gents. How'd you pause this thing?